Hello dear students, this is me Bharti Kharat and today again we are going to continue with Pythagoras theorem. In the last session we had solved practice set 2.2. Today we are going to start with the problem set. Okay, so children, in the problem set question number 1 and 2 are really very easy. They are based on Pythagoras triplets. Okay, so you can take it as a homework. Question number 1 and 2, they are objective type questions and they are really very short and easy. Therefore you can solve it on your own. So in the today's session we'll start with problem set 2, question number 3. Okay, in triangle RST, angle S is 90 degree. Now see this triangle RST, angle S is 90 degree, angle T is 30 degree, and they have given measurement of RT, that is the hypotenuse they have given, that is 12 centimeter. Then we have to find RS. See this, we have to find RS and ST. We have to find the measurement of RS and ST. Okay children, now as you know, one of the angle is 90 degree and other one is 30 degree. That means the remaining, that is angle R, will be 60 degrees. Okay, I'll write down here. Therefore this will be 60 degrees. As you know, the sum of the measures of the angles of the triangle is 180 degree. Therefore 90 plus 30 is 120, 120 plus 60 is 180. Okay, as they have given S as 90, T as 30, so simultaneously R will be 60 degrees. Okay, now we'll write down here in solution, in triangle RST, angle S is equal to 90 degrees, angle T is equal to 30 degrees. Therefore angle R, that will be 60 degrees. That means triangle RST is 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree triangle. Okay, this is 30, 60, 90 triangle. Therefore you very well know that RS, now you can see RS will be half of RT. Okay, whereas ST will be root 3 upon 2 times of RT. Okay, we'll write down here. From the theorem of 30, 60, 90, you come to know that RS is half of RT as well as ST is root 3 upon 2 of RT. Okay, therefore I'll write down here. Therefore RS is equal to half of RT, that is half of, how much is RT? RT they have given 12. Half of hypotenuse, that is 12. Therefore you can write down here RS is equal to 6, as 2 1s are 2, 6 are 12. Okay. Now similarly we'll find ST. Okay. Now ST is what? That is equal to root 3 upon 2 of the hypotenuse, that is RT. Okay, therefore you can write down here root 3 upon 2 into 12, that is 2 1s are 2, 6 are, that means 6 root 3 is ST. Okay, you can write here centimeters as they have given in centimeter. Centimeter. Here also you can write centimeter. So RS is 6 centimeter. So I'll write down here 6 centimeter and ST is 6 root 3 centimeters. Okay, in this way we have completed problem number 3. Now we'll start with question number 4. Now in question number 4, find the diagonals of a rectangle whose length is 16 centimeter. You can see length is 16 centimeter and the area is 192 centimeter. Okay. Now children, first of all, they have not given this breadth. Okay. We are going to find it out and it will be 12. So let us solve it. Now they have given here that the area of rectangle is 192 square centimeter. I'll write down it first. Area of a rectangle is equal to 192 square centimeter. And you very well know what is the formula for the area of rectangle, that is length into breadth. I'll write down here length into breadth is equal to 192. Okay children. Now what is the length? Length is 16. That is 16 into breadth. I'll write down here B simply for that, is equal to 192. Therefore breadth is equal to 192 upon 16. Therefore you can write down here breadth is equal to 16 ones are 16, 3 are left, 16 twos are. That means 12 is the breadth. See, I have already written here 12 is the breadth. As it is given in centimeters, therefore we'll write here 12 centimeters. Okay, we have found out the breadth. Okay, here B means breadth. Okay, therefore children, now we'll go in triangle BCD. Okay, in triangle BCD, you can see this angle C. Angle C is 90 degrees. Okay, therefore by applying Pythagoras theorem, you can say that now this will be the hypotenuse. BD square is equal to BC square plus DC square. Okay, and we have to find the same BD. What they have asked us to find the diagonal of the, or we have to find the length of the diagonal of the rectangle. Therefore BD square is equal to, how much is BC? BC is 16 square plus DC is 12 square. Okay, therefore 16 square is 256 plus 12 square is 144. Therefore BD square is how much? That will be 0, 1 carried against 0, 400. It will be 400. Therefore BD square is equal to 20 square. Therefore you can write down here BD is equal to 20 centimeters. This is your answer. How much is BD? BD is then 20 centimeters. Okay children, now let us move on towards question number 5. Now in question number 5, find the length of the sides and the perimeter of an equilateral triangle whose height is √3. So they have given an equilateral triangle. We have to find its sides as well as we have to also find out the perimeter of the equilateral triangle. For that they have only given the height. Okay, they have given the height, that is √3. I'll name here D. Okay, now let us write down triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. And you can see this AD is perpendicular on BC and the length of AD they have given √3. So we'll write it down. Triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. Okay, and they have also given AD is perpendicular to BC. AD is perpendicular to BC. Okay, and AD is equal to √3. Okay, √3 centimeter. Okay, now you very well know that the sum of the measure of each angle of equilateral triangle is 60, 60, 60. Okay, so you can say angle A will be 60, angle B will be 60 and angle C will be also 60. Okay, so we'll write down here the measure of each angle of equilateral triangle is 60 degrees. Okay, therefore you can say that angle ACD is 60 degree, angle ADC is 90 degree. Okay, as see this median, or you can call as this perpendicular, has divided this triangle ABC into two triangles, that is ADB and ADC. Now let us consider this triangle, that is ADC. Okay, now you can say that in triangle ADC, angle ACD is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, angle ADC is 90 degrees. Therefore, you can say that this angle is how much? This will be 30 degrees. Okay, this will be 30 degrees. Therefore, you can say that triangle ADC is 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree triangle. Okay, 30, 60, 90 triangle. And you very well know that the side opposite to 60 degree, now side opposite to C is AD, is how much? That is root 3 upon 2 times of the hypotenuse. You very well know that the side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 upon 2 of hypotenuse, and the side opposite to 30 degree, that is how much? That is half of the hypotenuse. Okay, so we'll write down here side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 upon 2 times of the hypotenuse. Root 3 upon 2 times of the hypotenuse. I'll write it in short form. Therefore, which side is opposite to 60 degree? That is AD. Therefore, you can write down AD is equal to root 3 upon 2, and what is hypotenuse? That is AC. Okay, now AD they have given. How much is AD? AD is root 3 is equal to root 3 upon 2 into AC. Now this 2 will go and multiply here, root 2 into root 3, and this root 3 will divide over here, is equal to AC. Now this root 3 will get cancelled, and you will have AC is equal to 2 centimeters. What do you got? AC is equal to 2 centimeters. Now as AC is 2 centimeters, means the remaining sides of the equilateral triangle will be also 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters and 2 centimeters. Okay, now we have to find out the perimeter of equilateral triangle. Therefore, perimeter of equilateral triangle is equal to, I'll write down here, that is 3 into sides. Okay, 3 sides, AB, BC and AC. So you have found out AC, that is 2 centimeters. That means BC will be also 2 centimeters and BC will be also 2 centimeters and AB will be also 2 centimeters. So we'll write here 3 multiplied by 2, that is 6. Therefore, perimeter of equilateral triangle is 6 centimeters. So this is your perimeter. Okay, I hope so you have understood this. Now let us move on towards question number 6. Now question number 6 is also very easy. In question number 6, they have given in triangle ABC, seg AP is the median. If BC is 18, then AB square plus AC square is equal to 260. Then find AP. Okay, they have given that this AP is the median. That means when AP divides BC into 2 equal parts, that is BP is equal to PC. Okay, and they have also given AB square plus AC square is equal to 260, and we have to find this AP. Okay, so let us write down. Now you know that AP is the median, therefore this PB is equal to PC, PB is equal to PC is equal to half of BC, is equal to half of BC. Okay, now you very well know PB is equal to PC is equal to half of BC. How much is BC? BC is 18. That means 2 ones are 2 nines are. Therefore, PB is equal to PC is equal to 9. Okay. This is 9. You can say this is 9 and this is also 9. Okay. Now by applying Apollonius theorem, I'll write down here, by Apollonius theorem, AB square plus AC square is equal to twice AP square plus twice BP square. As you very well know, BP and PC are equal. Okay, I'll write down here, AB square plus AC square is equal to twice AP square plus twice BP or PB square. Okay, now AB square plus AC square is 260 is equal to 2 into AP square plus 2 into PB, that is 9 square. Okay, then 260 is equal to 2 into 9 square, I'll write here, plus 2 into AP square, I'll write here behind. Okay, so 260 is equal to 2 into 81 plus twice AP square. Okay, therefore 2 into 81 is how much? That is 260 is equal to 2 ones are 2, 2 8s are 16, that is 162 plus 2 AP square. Now we'll send this 162 here, so it will go and it will subtract. So 260 minus 162 is equal to twice AP square. So you can write down AP square or twice AP square is equal to how much? That is going to be 8. That is 98. Okay. Therefore, AP square is equal to 98 upon 2. Therefore, AP square you can say, that is 2 ones are 2 4s are 8, 1 2 9s are, that is 49. Therefore, you can write down here AP is equal to 7 centimeters, or they have not given unit, so you can keep it as it is. AP is how much? AP will be 7. So see how easy this was. Now let us move on towards question number 7. Now children, in question number 7, I'll just take it a little bit down. In question number 7, they have said that triangle ABC is a equilateral triangle. Triangle ABC is equilateral triangle. Point P is on the base BC such that PC is equal to 1 upon 3 times of BC. This PC is equal to 1 upon 3 times of this total BC, and AB they have given, AB is 6. As AB is 6, that means that AC will be also 6, as the triangle is an equilateral triangle. Okay. Then children, they have asked us to find AP. They have told us to find the median AP. Now children, you very well know that in triangle, now first we'll consider triangle ADC. Okay, we'll consider this triangle ADC. Okay, I'll write down here. In triangle ADC, you see here angle ACD. Angle ACD is 60 degrees, as this triangle is an equilateral triangle. Okay, ACD is 60 degrees, and ADC, that is, this is a perpendicular, so ADC will be 90 degree. Angle ADC is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, you can say that triangle ADC is 30, 60, 90 triangle. 90 triangle. Okay. Therefore, as this is 30, 60, 90 triangle, the side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 upon 2 times of the hypotenuse. Okay, that means AD is root 3 upon 2 of the hypotenuse AC. So, I'll write down here. AD is side opposite to to 60-degree angle. Okay, therefore you can write down here directly that AD is equal to root 3 upon 2 times of AC. That is equal to how much? Root 3 upon 2, and AC is 6. Therefore 2 1s are 2, 3s are. Therefore you can write down AD is equal to 3 root 3. Okay, AD is equal to 3 root 3. Then similarly you can see that AD is also perpendicular to BC. Write down here, AD is perpendicular to BC. Okay, therefore in triangle ADB and triangle ADC you can say that AD is congruent to AD, as AD is the common in ADB and ADC. AD is the common side, so write down here AD is congruent to AD, common side. Okay, it is a common side. Secondly, you can say that angle ADB and angle ADC are congruent, as both are 90 degrees. So write down here angle ADB is congruent to angle ADC, both 90 degree. Okay, after that you can say that AB is congruent to AC, as both are hypotenuse. AB is congruent to AC, hypotenuse. Okay children, by RHS, or what is the full form of RHS? That is right hypotenuse side congruency. By right, I'll write it in short form now, right hypotenuse side congruency criteria, you can say that triangle ADB is also congruent to triangle ADC. Now when both the triangles are congruent, that means that BD is also congruent to CD. Therefore side BD is congruent to CD. These are what? Congruent sides of congruent triangle. CSCT is what? Congruent sides of congruent triangles. Therefore children, you know that BD is equal to CD is equal to half of BC. Okay, I'll write down here BD is equal to CD is equal to half of BC. Therefore you can write down here BD is equal to CD is equal to half of BC is how much? BC will be also 6, no? As this triangle is equilateral triangle, so all the sides will be equal. Therefore you can write down here into 6, that is 2 1s are 2, 3s are. Therefore BD is equal to, or DB, one and the same thing, is equal to 3. Okay, now if you see PC, but PC is equal to 1 upon 3 of BC, then we'll find it 1 upon 3 into 6, that is 2. PC is equal to 2. I'll just make a box for this all. Here you can say BD or DB, one and the same thing. Then children, you know that CD, this CD is equal to DP plus PC. I'll write down here CD is equal to DP plus PC. Only this much we have to consider. Now this, see this, DC or CD is equal to DP plus PC. Okay, now CD is how much? CD is equal to BD is equal to 3. Therefore 3 is equal to here, I'll mark it as star 3. DP is how much now? DP we don't know, but PC we know. How much is PC? Here 2 stars I'll mark. PC is 2. Therefore 3 minus 2 is equal to DP. Therefore you can say that DP is equal to 1. Okay children, I'll write down here as I'm not having sufficient place. Okay, therefore children, in triangle ADP, this small triangle you can see here. Now in triangle ADP, angle D is how much? Angle D is 90 degrees. Therefore, by applying Pythagoras theorem, AP will be the hypotenuse. Therefore, AP square is equal to AD square plus DP square. AD square plus DP square. Therefore, children, now how much is AD? AD is 3 root 3. Okay, AD is 3 root 3. See here, we have just finded it out in the beginning. Okay, AD is how much? 3 root 3 bracket square plus DP is how much? DP is here, see, DP is 1 square. Therefore, you can write down 3 square is 9, into this root will go, it will be 3 plus 1. 3 9s is 27 plus 1, that is 28. That means AP square is equal to 28. But AP can be written as under root of 4 into 7. Therefore, AP is equal to 2 root 7. Okay. So see how easy it was. You can write your centimeter, units in centimeter as they have given in centimeters. Okay. Now let us move on towards question number 8. Now question number 8 is also similar to question number 7. Okay. From the information given in the figure, prove that PM, we can say this PM is equal to PN is equal to root 3 into A. Okay, this you have to prove. Okay children, if you observe the diagram very carefully, you can see PM and PN are the sides of the triangle, and you can say that this triangle is an equilateral triangle. Okay, now see children, as PN is equal to PN, PM is equal to PN, naturally what is going to be, this triangle is a equilateral triangle. So we will write here, since triangle PQR, now this small triangle we'll consider first, triangle PQR is an equilateral. I've written it in short form, or I'll write it in full form, equilateral triangle. Okay, and you can see this PS is perpendicular to QR. Okay, PS is perpendicular to, or is, I'll write here, is perpendicular bisector of QR. Okay, therefore you can write here this QS and SR are equal. Okay, you can write, but entire QR they have given A, therefore QS will be A upon 2 and SR will be also A upon 2. Okay, these are half of QR, no, so A upon 2. Therefore I'll write down here QS is equal to SR is equal to A upon 2. That is equation 1. Now by applying Pythagoras theorem in triangle PQS, okay, now in triangle PQS, by Pythagoras theorem, you can see this is the hypotenuse. Therefore PQ square is equal to QS square plus PS square. Okay, now how much is PQ square? PQ square is A square, QS square, that is A upon 2 bracket square plus PS square. Okay, we have to find PS. Therefore children, you can write down here, sorry, here it is equal to, therefore A square is equal to A square upon 4 plus PS square. Now PS square is equal to A square minus A square upon 4. Therefore ps square is equal to, this will multiply here, 4a square minus a square upon 4. Okay, therefore you can write down here ps square is equal to 3a square upon 4. Now ps is equal to how much then? Ps is equal to root 3 into a upon 2. Okay, this I'll put as equation 2 and I'll put it into a bracket. Okay, now children, let us consider triangle PMS. See this triangle PMS. Okay, in triangle PMS, by Pythagoras theorem, I'll write it in a short form here. You may write it in full form. Now you can see this PM is the hypotenuse. So PM square is equal to MS square plus PS square. MS square plus PS square. Therefore PM square is equal to, now MS square is how much? How much is MS? That is A. See this A plus A upon 2 is MS. I'll write down here A, this A plus A upon 2 bracket square plus how much is PS? PS is root 3A upon 2 bracket square. So I'll write down here, that is, this will multiply here 2A plus A upon 2 bracket square plus root 3 upon 2a bracket square. Therefore PM square is equal to, this will be 3a square. 3a square is 9a square upon 4 plus this root 3 into root 3 is 3a square upon 4. Therefore PM square is equal to 9a square plus 3a square upon 4. Now children, you will ask here how it has come 9a square. That is how 3a square. 2a square plus a square is 3a square, and 3a square, if you square it, 3 square will be 9 and a square. Understood? I have added this and directly written over here. Okay. Now therefore PM square is equal to 12a square upon 4. So 4 1s are 4, 3s are. Therefore PM square is equal to 3a square. Okay. Therefore children, you can write down it directly that PM is equal to root 3a. Got it? See, I'll make a small box over here as I don't have a sufficient place over here. See here, PM is equal to root 3a. Now children, I'll start the next one from here. Okay, remaining part I'll start from here as I don't have place. In triangle PNS, by Pythagoras theorem, PN square, that is hypotenuse square, is equal to, that is NS square plus PS square. NS square plus PS square. Okay. Now PN square is equal to, now how much is NS? NS is again A plus A upon 2. That is A plus A upon 2 bracket square plus PS. PS you know, that is root 3 upon 2 A bracket square. Okay. Now PN square is 2a plus A upon 2 bracket square plus root 3 upon 2a bracket square. Therefore you can write down here 3a upon 2 bracket square plus root 3 upon 2a bracket square. That is how much now? 9a square upon 4 plus root 3 into root 3 is 3. A will be a square upon 4. Again you can write down here 9a square plus 3a square upon 4. That is how much? 12a square upon 4. That is equal to, I'll write here PN square is equal to how much? 4 1s are 4, 3s are. That is 3a square. Therefore you can write down here Pn square is equal to, or Pn is equal to root 3a. Pn is equal to root 3a. This I will mark as equation 4 and this will mark as equation 3. Okay. Now from equation 3 and 4 you can say that Pm is equal to Pn is equal to, how much is their value? Root 3 into a. It is very easy, children. You have to only put the appropriate value in this. Okay. So now let us move on towards question number 9. Question number 9. Now question number 9 is also very easy. Now see, children, prove that the sum of the squares of the diagonals of a parallelogram prove that the sum of the squares of the diagonals of a parallelogram is equal to the sum of the square of its side. So you have to prove that the square of the diagonal and their sum is equal to the square of the sum of the sides of the parallelogram. Okay, children, now you can see here diagonals of this parallelogram, they intersect each other at point O. Therefore you can say that O is the midpoint of, that is, AC and BD. Okay, now as it is the midpoint, then AO is equal to OC and BO is equal to OD. I'll write down it here. Diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other at point O. Okay, that means O is the midpoint of AC and BD. AC and BD. Okay. Now children, we'll consider triangle, that is ABD. You can see this triangle ABD. Okay. Therefore, in triangle ABD, what you can see, that O is the midpoint of BD. O is the midpoint of BD. O is the midpoint of BD. Therefore, you can write down here OB or BO is equal to OD. Therefore, BO is equal to OD. And this BO is equal to OD is equal to half of BD. Got it? It is equal to half of BD. That is equal to half of BD. Okay. Now children, by applying the Apollonius theorem, you can see this acts as a median over here. Now we'll apply here Apollonius theorem. Therefore, by Apollonius theorem, you can write here as AB square plus AD square is equal to twice OA square or AO square plus twice BO square. You can mark it as equation 1. Okay. Now let us consider the next triangle, that is CBD. Okay. Now in triangle CBD, again point O is the midpoint is the midpoint of BD. It is the midpoint of BD. Therefore, again you can say that BO is equal to OD is equal to half of BD. Okay, I've taken this purposefully, I've taken this triangle so we get this side as common. Okay, therefore you can write down BO is equal to OD is equal to half of BD. Okay, now by applying Apollonius principle over here, therefore by Apollonius theorem, see, by Apollonius theorem you can say that CB square plus CD square, CB square plus CD square is equal to twice OC square or CO square plus twice OB, or I'll write here BO square. Okay, BO square. This is equation 2. Now we'll add these two equations. Okay, adding equation 1 and 2. Now AB square plus AD square, AB square plus AD square is plus, again we are going to do addition, so plus CB square plus CD square is equal to twice AO square plus twice BO square plus twice OC square, or you can write here CO square, plus twice CO square plus twice BO square. Now you can see here BO square and BO square, so it will be 4BO square. So I'll write down from here AB square plus AD square plus CB square plus CD square is equal to twice AO square plus this CO square, I'll write first, twice CO square plus twice BO square plus twice BO square is 4BO square. Okay children, now you can see here they have given CO. Okay, CO, but as you know that this diagonals, they bisect at point O, so O has become the midpoint of AC as well as BD. Okay, O is the midpoint of AC and BD, and therefore you can say OA is equal to OC. Okay, therefore what I'll do here, since OC is equal to OA, what I'll write here then, AB square plus AD square plus CB square plus CD square is equal to, now this C, twice AO square. Now this CO can be also written as AO plus OA square, twice it is a twice OA square plus 4BO square. Now children, what you find here, this twice AO and twice OA square is one and the same. Okay, I'll write down here, therefore AB square plus AD square plus CB square plus CD square. Now this twice AO and twice OA, OA or AO you can write here 4AO square plus 4BO square. Okay, now again you can split this, these two terms can be splitted, therefore AB square plus AD square plus CB square plus CD square is equal to how much, twice AO square, I'll write it, plus this also can be written as twice BO square. Okay, therefore AB square plus AD square plus CB square plus CD square is equal to how much, now twice OA. Now if you see this OA plus OA, that is equal to AC. Okay, I'll write down here directly, AC square plus BO is equal to how much, that is BD square. Okay, I'll write down here why I've written directly AC, that you know that AO is equal to OC and BO is equal to OD. And also you know that is AO plus OC is equal to AC. Okay, and you also know that, I'll write down here, BO plus OD is equal to BD. Okay, therefore you can write down here, therefore AB square plus AD square plus CB square plus CD square is equal to AC square plus BD square. In the form of statement you can write down here, hence the sum of the square of the diagonals of a parallelogram is equal to the sum of the square of its sides. Okay, now let us move on towards question number 10. Okay, now children, in question number 10, it's very easy. They have given that Pranali and Prasad, they started walking towards the east and to the north from the same point at the same speed. Okay, after 2 hours, distance between them was 15 root 2. Okay, distance between them was 15 root 2. Find their speed per hour. Okay, now children, what they have given? This Pranali and Prasad, suppose they started walking from point O. Okay, and after 2 hours, now when they are walking, their speed is same and their distance is also same. Okay, after 2 hours, they met together. Or you can also take it that from point A, Pranali started, from point B, Prasad started, and after 2 hours they met at point O. And the distance between them after 2 hours was 15 root 2. Then we have to find their speed. Okay, you will understand as we go on solving it. Okay, now we'll solve that. It is given that Pranali and Prasad have the same speed. Okay, we'll write down first. It is given that Pranali and Prasad have the same speed. Okay, they have the same speed. Okay, now they cover the same distance in 2 hours. Okay, this also will write. They cover same distance in 2 hours. That is OA is equal to OB. That is AO is equal to OB. Okay, now let us consider their speed as x. Let the speed be x kilometers per hour. Okay, the speed we have considered, that is x kilometer per hour. Therefore, you can write down by Pythagoras theorem. Now see children, I have written this in short form. Pythagoras theorem, you have to write in full form. By Pythagoras theorem, in triangle AOB, okay, now AB is the hypotenuse, therefore AB square is equal to AO square plus BO square. AO square plus BO square. Okay, now they have given that hypotenuse means that is 15 root 2. After 2 hours they have covered a distance of 15 root 2. I'll write down here 15 root 2 bracket square is equal to AO square plus OA square. I'll write here. Why? The distance covered by them both is same. Therefore AO is equal to AO is equal to OB. So I have written here, instead of OB, I have written here OA square. Therefore 15 square is 255 into 2, that is 225 into 2, that is twice AO square. This is 10, 415. 450 is equal to 2 into AO square. Therefore, you can write down here AO square is equal to 450 upon 2. Therefore, AO square is equal to how much? 2 1s are 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are, that is 225, 225. Therefore, you can write AO is equal to 15 kilometers. As AO is equal to 15 kilometers, then you can say that therefore BO is also equal to 15 kilometers. Okay, AO is equal to 15, therefore BO will be also be equal. Therefore speed is equal to, formula for speed is distance upon time. Distance upon time, that is how much? Distance is 15 and time is 2 hours. Okay, time is 2 hours. Therefore 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are 14, means 1 is left. Therefore 2 5s are 10, that is 7.5 kilometers per hour. Okay, therefore their speed is how much? I'll write down here, speed is equal to 7.5 kilometers per hour. Okay, so in the today's session we have completed question number 3 to question number 10. Question number 1 and 2 will be your homework. In the next session we are going to study from question number 11 to question number 18.